hey, I'm just going to talk and do makeup. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I keep posting to get my channel up for people to actually want to come and check it out. Because I know how it is when you find a new YouTuber and they don't have a lot of content up and you get kind of sad because you want to watch more of their videos. I'm hopefully not going to be that person. There are going to be times where I won't post for a while, but as of right now, I'm going to try. Any of the products that I'm using I will list below. I had a big makeup collection at one point, but children, they love makeup. So, I'm probably not going to do anything too crazy today. Probably just foundation, concealer. I don't do eyebrows. I do not do eyebrows. I cannot do eyebrows for the life of me, so I just don't try. But quite honestly, it irritates the heck out of me. But the sun is actually out today, and it's not looking gloomy, which I enjoy, even though I don't really go outside much either. I am a ghost. I don't tan. I get red, and then I kind of get what I'd call a tan for my pasty self, but I didn't really have a lot of hobbies before I was pregnant, but when I was in high school, I did a lot more outside of school, and I wasn't at home all the time. But as I got older, I actually enjoy not having a lot to do. That involves being with a lot of people. I guess you can say I am a hermit. And my dog's on the balcony, and I'm sitting in front of the sliding door, and she's going crazy. She likes to bark at everybody down below. If I hadn't have opened the screen door, she would have sat in front of the phone, and I wouldn't have been able to record. Because that's just the dog she is. She likes her attention. When the girls came home, Star was extremely happy. But when I was pregnant, Star was completely attached to me. She did not like to leave my side. She would lay by my belly every night. And then when I started going for my doctor's appointments and not coming back, my mom had to watch her, and she was extremely depressed. Did not understand why I was not home. Try to understand. Dogs can sense when something is wrong, and they know when their owner is not okay. But basically, when I did come home after having them, Star was very confused as to where my belly went. She kept sniffing around, trying to figure out what happened. She would not let me leave the bed. She wanted me to lay down so she can lay with me. And when I started going to visit the girls, I brought a blanket home from the NICU for her to sniff around on, and she ended up falling asleep on the blanket because she knew that the sissies were alive. She just didn't know where they were. Now, I'm kind of looking at my YouTube channel as my personal diary to look back on. I do have a journal that I write in, but I don't write in it as often as I used to. My earliest entry in the journal that I've kept for the past, I don't know how many years, was like 2015, 2016. There's a lot of embarrassing stuff in that journal of mine. Because I was going through a lot when I started journaling. If you hear Sissy's coughing, they are still sick, as I am too, but luckily it's just the cough now. And I do feel bad for them because I can't give them any cough medicine or anything like that yet, since they're not at the weight they should. Well, I mean, I can't really say should be, because with preterm babies, they don't get it based off of, oh, they're 7 months, because they are 7 months. Gestationally, from their due date till now, they would only be 4 months old. So I can't start them on solids, and I can't start them on what a typical 7-month-old baby should be doing. Milestone-wise, they roll over, they talk, they coo, they follow stuff with their eyes, and all that stuff. But I can't start them on solids at all yet. I can't expect them to be a typical 7-month-old baby. Which, in a sense, it's actually kind of cool because I missed out on their first 3 months of life. And it basically gives me more of the newborn stage of what I missed out on. Because even when they are a year old, they won't be a year old. I really don't do my makeup a lot anymore, which is fine because I typically don't like the feeling of it on my face, because I'm not the girliest girl, and I'm not the most tomboyish boy. Because growing up, I did not like anything girly. I hated purses, I hated makeup, I hated dresses, still kind of do. But I've grown out of it a little bit. I've came in touch with more of my feminine side. I think eventually I will talk about my bisexualness, since it is Pride Month. And I did go to my first Pride in Louisville when I was 14. I had a girlfriend at the time, and we were together for quite a while. She was my first actual relationship. And granted, we were young, so I really didn't know what love was. But for the time that we did have, it was an experience. And wasn't all positive, wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, but no relationship is all sunshine and rainbows. I do want to mention that I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't want this video to be like 10,000 years long, but anyone else have problems with their makeup like caking? Because I do, and I don't like it. That's why I really don't try to wear foundation often. Finder break. I gotta go fix the baby, ladies. The girls like to sit up and watch their Hey Bear sensory videos. And when they're on the floor, and sometimes for time to time, I will turn the iPad on and they will focus on the iPad instead of everything else around them. So that helps them learn how to focus, and it really does help with tummy time because they freaking hate it. They hate tummy time with a passion. But I don't know. trying to come up with things to talk about. But for the channel, I got a list of things that I do want to do. Outside of vlogging. I'm trying really hard to learn how to edit. Because it's not like I have an actual camera to be recording on. I just got my phone and my MacBook. Try not to partially contour this face of mine because I already have really defined cheekbones. Sometimes when the girls cry, they'll cry for a little bit and then be done. But with this, I know I'm gonna have to fix them. So I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, baby lady's going to join. This is Autumn. I have not really shown her yet, aside from today's earlier video. She's our chunk. My big chunky lady. They love to look at themselves in the mirror and in videos and pictures. Yeah, you do, don't you? You really do. You love it. Here, I'm gonna sit you right here. But girlies have very distinct personalities already. Bruna's are more happy-go-lucky baby. It's like she's just happy to be here. That's really how she comes off. And then Autumn's are more cranky baby. She doesn't really like, she'll smile and talk and coo, but she doesn't like to do that all the time. Oh, did you spit up, honey? Yep, you are. Before I was a mom, the idea of touching anyone's mouth, like spit-wise, just grossed me the hell out. But motherhood at its finest. Oh, honey, you're doing it again. Bruna had issues with acid reflux and she was put on medication for it, so that's how she was able to gain more weight, because before she didn't like to eat. It hurt her to eat, and even with the feeding through G-tube, she would get very upset and she'd start spitting up even though it was going through the tube. What, Miss Lady? I just want to be my mommy. I think as a mom, you don't really like think about taking time for yourself. I personally don't have anyone watch my kids, due to the fact that I'm here, I'm alive, and I know how to multitask. But there are days where I would like a break. But since I didn't get the first 3 months of life with them, I have spent all of my time with them since I came home. There's only one time where my mom watched them, so me and my fiance could go out and have dinner. And that was only for like an hour or two, and I missed the hell out of the girls. So I don't do that often. But I did mention that they have G tubes. These are their G buttons. They had to have those placed in order for them to even be able to come home. Otherwise, they would not be getting weight because they wouldn't have been able to eat properly. But I can't wait to do your makeup when you get older. Like, I don't want to push the idea of being super girly on them. I want them to discover themselves and decide whether or not they want to like girl stuff, they want to be a tomboy, they want to be sporty, nerdy, any of that. You watching your doggy outside? You watching your doggy? But this video was just me rambling about different stuff and showing off one of the other ladies that I got. My little itty bitty. Well, Autumn's not that little anymore. She sprouted. They do have red patches between their eyes. That is called their strawberry. They have dry skin. They do have really sensitive skin, which is why I try to use Pampers, because that's what they use in the NICU. They get rashes quite easily. I only use Dove for them. Dove body wash and Dove lotion, and I occasionally use coconut oil for their hair because they do get cradle cap in the weirdest places. But my baby lady, I just love you so much. Yeah, you what helped me grow. As they're growing, I'm growing too. Like every day I learn something new that I could try with them, whether it be for motor development skills, exercises, videos for them to watch, anything of that sorts. They like to swing. Yeah, you guys like to swing. Fun fact, Autumn, they're identical, but Autumn looks more like my dad. And if Bruno had filled out more in the face, she'd look a lot like my dad too. But this little lady has a lot of my dad's features. She even, kind of a TMI, but she farts like a grown man. Yeah, you fart like a grown man. Yeah. Who is that? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah. Is that you, baby lady? She's gotten super long. Before, she was like as long as my arm. And now, yeah, you and your sister have really grown in length. But this will probably be all for this video. Like, subscribe, share. Laugh with me if you want to. Every day it's a new journey. Yeah. Let's go see your sissy and see if she's alright. Yeah.